up, everybody? Sorry it's taken so long to get this next video out, but before I get started, I want to thank everyone for getting my last video over 100 views. I know that's not much, but I'm just starting off. I only have like 16 or so subscribers, so 100 views is awesome, so thank you for that. But today's topic is about investments. Now, a lot of people, when they hear the word investment, they think, you know, spending a lot of money on something, like maybe putting in the stock market. That's what I kind of thought about when I first heard it. But I'm going to talk about my first investment. Now, it's kind of funny and ironic because I didn't even pay anything for this. This was actually a gift from my dad. And I'm talking about this book right here, The 4-Hour Work Week. So yeah, it might sound a little bit cheesy, but my first investment, and your first investment, should be in yourself. Learning about something. And the reason I say this is because if you just try and jump into something and invest in something that you're not too knowledgeable about, you're going to lose money, you're going to lose. And you know, yeah, you learn from that, but what I recommend is that you invest in yourself. You learn, you continually learn, keep your mind fresh, because when you invest in yourself, you're investing in your future, you're investing in, you know, opportunities that could come up. Now, one thing that I've heard that I've found super helpful in my life is, you know, people talk about luck and they say, oh, so-and-so jumped into Bitcoin when it first started, now they're a millionaire or a billionaire. Or so-and-so started, like in my case, doing social media marketing when it was kind of new, and they're doing great. And they think, oh, they just got lucky, they jumped into the right thing. They say, you know, they were in the right place at the right time, which, you know, is kind of true. But what I've heard and has really resonated with me is it's not being in the right place at the right time, it's being the right person in the right place at the right time. So that equates to, one, investing in yourself, reading and learning, listening to people, finding mentors that have done and are doing what you want to do, and then putting yourself in those situations, putting yourself in the path of opportunity by meeting new people, discussing with people what your goals are, you know. And some people will put you down. Some people will say, like, oh, you know, no one's ever going to do that, no one's ever going to pay you that much to do this, you know, there's just no way. People will say that. And those are the people you have to avoid those people. I mean, there's a ton of people out there, and I know because I've found them, that will not only motivate you to accomplish those goals, but they'll help you along the way. They'll give you steps and grab your hand, and they'll take you along the way. So you need to put yourself into that place so that when opportunities come along, you're going to recognize them. So if you don't invest in yourself and an opportunity comes along, you're not going to be the right person in the right place at the right time, because it could smack you in the face and you're not going to recognize it because you haven't trained your brain to understand these opportunities. You're going to discount it as a scam, or you're going to discount it as, you know, I can't do that, or I don't know computers, or I don't know this, I don't know anything about business. But the thing is, I mean, you can learn. You can learn through books, podcasts, like I said, get a mentor. You know, I paid, you know, over $1,000 in mentors to teach me to do what I'm doing right now. And it's helped me to quit my job. It's helped me to move to a nicer place. It's helped me to be by family. I can stay home with my daughter every single day. It's allowed me to do so many things, but I didn't just stumble across it. I prepared myself. And all right, well, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Let me talk a little bit about the book, The 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss. That changed my life. By the way, I'm linking this in the description of the video down below. If you want to check it out, I highly recommend it. I'll tell you why it changed my life and why I think it's one of the best investments I've ever made by reading it. This was given to me as a gift by my dad, and at the time I was working a 9-to-5 job. I was going to school, I was married, and you know, I didn't like my job. I wasn't fulfilled by my job, and I had an idea where I was going with my studies, but it just wasn't focused and it didn't feel right. But this book, it really opened up my mind to so many different opportunities that without reading this, I would have had no idea that these were out there. And not only that, but this has steps and resources of how to do this. It's not just, like a motivating book that gets you excited and feeling good. It's a book that says, hey, you can start a business doing this with little effort. This is how you do it. This is where you find the people that can help you. And here's a step-by-step example of how this person did it, and how this person is now working 4 hours a week while traveling the world, or they're started a business and within a year they have it fully automated and can stay home with their family and do whatever they want. So this is the book, and the thing is, these things aren't things that are going to take a ton of extra effort. It's really just a switch of the mind to think how to grasp certain opportunities, and it's really just a switch in the mindset. Without reading this, I wouldn't have had that switch of mindset to think like an entrepreneur. And I'm not saying this is the only book that will do that for you. This is the one that did it for me, and I've heard the same for a lot of other people. So I highly recommend this one as a first read if you're wanting to kind of explore entrepreneurship or explore the idea of maybe dropping your 9-to-5 and doing something that allows you to have more freedom of time. So yes, I'm very passionate about this book. It's something that I've reread again, and I will continue to reread it because it has so much good advice in there that you can't absorb it all at once. So it's definitely one of those books that you want to study and come back to. And same with all the other books. I mean, before I read this, I hated reading in high school. I hated it. I couldn't sit down and sit still and focus for long enough. But this book, it just opened up my mind to so many ideas that I just couldn't put it down sometimes. And it rekindled, I didn't even have the desire to read before, but now I love reading, and I've read a lot more books that have really helped me out. So I challenge you to take the step, invest in yourself. No, it's a very inexpensive investment. I highly recommend it. If not this one, just get something or listen to a good podcast that is teaching you a new skill. But keep training your brain. Tony Robbins says progress equals happiness. When you stop progressing, that's when you start getting depressed. And I've gone through it. I've been through depression. I know what it's like, and I know that learning is one of the best things that can, help you become happy because you're progressing. Your mind is active. I highly recommend it. Again, this is in the link of the description if you want to check it out. I just linked the Amazon listing, so go check that out. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I really want to start doing some more videos. I'm going to hold myself to it, so subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.